you are presenting. Can you please stop your sharing?
Okay, I can. Yes, yes.
Can you able to see my screen now?
Yes, now I can see. Oh, yes. Yeah, that looks great.
But it's not. I have given this blue to row, I think, but it's not coming
Yes.
by.
Yeah, row is not coming. So
Yeah.
I'll have to look at that. Why is that happening? And because maybe it's I haven't actually come across anything which is like some virtual element. Maybe it's some kind of just a container and not. Uh, I'm sorry, I don't have a concrete answer to this for now, but I have noted this and I'll tell you in the next session.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
And also, please don't, in the 29th line, don't, uh, forget the semicolon. Never
Where?
forget it. Always after, in
Okay.
25th line, 29th line, and 33rd line.
Okay. Okay.
Always.
I thought. Okay. I thought this is the only one, so that no need to give that this semicolon.
So you thought this is a separator, right? But no, this is the whole syntax. You have to close it. It can give unexpected
Okay.
problems.
Okay.
Yes.
Then.
So every property needs to end with a semicolon.
Okay. Okay.
In the
I thought
14th
it is.
line as well. I mean, these are standards which have been, in practice for a long
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Yeah, it may work, but it may also give unexpected errors sometimes. So please
Okay.
save this and please see it now if it is working. Okay, so it's still the same. Okay, so you got the idea. So if you have some data, you can map it into table, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so great, Maheshwari. Okay, now Erasto and Ramchandraji,
Yeah.
if any one of you would like to share what you've done till now.
Yeah. Sharing my screen, Nilesh.
Yes, sure.
So, this is what I got, and I've added.
Just a minute.
Yeah,
I
sure.
am. Maheshwari, have you stopped sharing your screen?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm not able to have a look at Erasto's screen on the full view version. I
Oh,
mean, full view. It's pretty. It's taking 1/4 of the space. Let me just figure this out.
okay.
Yes, now I can see it now.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Yes, please go ahead, Erasto.
Okay. This is all I wrote, Nilesh, and I've also tried to
Yeah.
give border, but it's not working. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, let me. Uh, okay, so would you
Yeah.
show me the
Yeah.
code? Yes. Um,
Nilesh, can you able to see rest of full screen?
no, I'm not able to see.
Oh.
I just zoomed into it.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
May,
Because
maybe I'll stop and then redo it again.
Yeah, reshare it, please. Yes,
Okay.
now it's
Mm-hmm.
so. So you gave table.
Mm-hmm.
You made the heading thing only. You had the head row, right? So
Uh,
you gave name, phone number,
yes.
address. You
Yeah.
haven't. Is it showing on the web page? Can you show me that?
Yes.
How it is being shown there? Yes. So right now
Mm-hmm.
it is being shown,
Yeah.
and if you would give
Mm-hmm.
one pixel border to th,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
uh,
okay.
it would be, yeah, 1 pixel solid red. Oh, you have given it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Please save it and
Okay.
see if that is working. It's not working.
It's not working, Neeraj. No.
Oh, okay. So let's go back to the
Mm-hmm.
HTML code.
Okay.
So th. Okay, that's fine. Table body. Oh, where is your HTML tag?
Uh,
Like it's the parent. HTML. Everything you write,
okay.
head, body, has to be wrapped inside HTML.
Mm.
HTML element has to have the parent element of all.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
you forgot the HTML. Yes, like after doc type HTML, we write HTML opening tag
Okay. Yeah.
and we close it at the end. So because this is an HTML file, this HTML element has to have here,
Okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
has to be here. Um, yes, please save it and
Mm-hmm.
let's see. The CSS is working on it.
No.
Still not working.
It's still not working, Neeraj. May-
Okay, okay, wait. TH
okay. Maybe I
border
didn't link properly the CS.
link href index.css. That's fine. Relation is fine.
I think
Uh,
wrapping is not correctly, I think.
which one,
Because
Mashali?
wrapping actually, this HTML tags closing tag in between the head and body, we need to move little bit right, I think so. Maybe because
No,
of that.
it's like I said earlier, that indentations don't give us any errors,
Okay.
right? Indentation, spaces, line breaks in code uh, doesn't uh, they don't give us any errors. So we can write it, even we can write it in just a single line, the whole code. It would work. But
Oh,
let's see, why isn't it href? That's fine. Relation is fine. Table. Can you give this to table? Table. To give styling to table in index.css.
Okay. Instead of th tables. Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
But now I know why
Okay.
it's not working. So you can keep it th
Okay.
and look, your index.css file.
Okay. Yeah.
You have
oh, relation.
uh,
Okay, link. You need to specify the link tag in HTML.
Yeah.
Irasto has actually specified the link tag.
Okay.
Can you please go on the
Sure.
HTML file,
Okay.
Irasto? So you have made another folder
Yeah.
which has index.html file inside it. Can you close it?
Uh,
The tables folder. Can you click on it? The drop down. Can you click on the tables?
okay. Yeah.
Yes. So look.
Mhm.
Uh,
Fast.
l- uh, so your index.css file which you are uh, trying to access
Okay.
is outside this folder.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So you can move this index.css file inside tables folder because
Okay.
uh, because that CSS
Mhm.
index file is for this index.html.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Have you moved it?
Yes.
Yes. And also one folder cannot have two files of same name. So
Uh-huh.
but yeah, that will always give you an error. So
Mhm.
we are absolutely fine here.
Mhm.
You can just save and refresh the page.
Okay. Yeah. Working.
So because
Mhm.
look, because what it was doing,
Mhm.
your HTML code,
Mhm.
it was looking for index.css file
Yeah.
inside your tables folder,
Yeah.
inside the folder in which your index.html lies.
Mhm.
So if you use just the name, it only looks for it inside the folder in which your index.html is.
Yeah.
So uh, so your index.html of tables folder is different from your index.html of project 0
Yeah.
folder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is fine, that you perhaps already knew. But so when we write href and whatever we give in the brackets, that's actually the path of the file.
Okay.
So if it's in different folder, we have to give the full path.
Okay.
So
Okay.
other
Got
than
it.
that, we just moved the file inside it, and we kept the href the same. Also, I shared a link of HTML paths. You can read about them there.
Okay. Okay.
And if you feel any confusion there, we can discuss. So look, you have made the top row,
Yeah.
the heading,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now, can you please insert some records in it, some rows, some actual, like some data. This is like the template, right?
Yeah.
This is the template of the table. Like we will have in the first column, we will have names. In the second column, we will have phone numbers. Now, would you please insert another row?
Okay.
So look, we don't put a row inside a row. We put a row uh, after a row,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Below a row. So inside table, we wanted the top row to be what you just
Yeah.
have done, and we want another row which will have like the name as Erasto, your phone number, your address. So we write another row and a tr. We open and close it, and then we give your data
Okay.
in t. Yes, let's use th. Just give your name and see. Let's give just only two
Okay.
for now. You have given three columns above. Let's in the second row, let's give just two and see what happens. So let's make th another column and just give your address. Just give your address.
Okay.
Like write anything. Like my address. Yes. Okay. Yes. Save it and just go. So and just refresh it.
Yeah.
So look, it doesn't know that so whatever sequence we give it, it just applies that to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the sequence is for us to be taken care of, right?
Yeah.
So yes, you can just I hope you get the idea. And Ramchandraji, are you keeping up with this? Are you having the
Yeah, 1 second. I will share my.
yes, yes.
Nilesh,
Yeah.
actually, here Aristo created two folders like table and project. Two folders are there, and each folder he created inside folder index CSS file. So
Yes.
can we do like that, or same file in different folders, or do we
Yes,
need?
yes, we can have same files in different folders, because
Okay,
I'll show you, because the browser distinguishes this, uh, because the path of the file in different folder will be different because the folder name is different. So in the path, look, okay, let us to complete first. Um,
అవన్నీ నేను చూస్తే డైరెక్ట్ అప్డేట్ అవుతుంది డైరెక్ట్ అప్డేట్ అయిపోతుంది విండో మంచి తీసుకొని డైరెక్ట్ అప్డేట్ అయిపోతుంది
okay, so let's
Sure.
let's
Okay.
keep it like that and save it, and please go on the browser if you would. Yes, please save it. So yeah, that looks great, and I hope you got the
Got
idea
it. Got it.
of
Nilesh.
tables.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the spacing in the web page, if you
Okay.
go on the design. So in the UI, yes, the spacing in the last table looks not that great. So I hope you know how to do it. Like
Yeah.
we will increase the padding
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
th. So yes. Okay. So Maishari was asking if we can give the same names of files in different folders. So would you please? Yes. So in the address bar, please keep sharing it.
Okay.
Yes, in the address bar, Maishari, if you can see the file path is user slash Irasto Philip slash document slash front end, and then basics, then slash tables.
yes.
But then tables is the folder name, and then slash index HTML. And also, if you would open the project zeros index HTML file on the web page,
Sure.
can you please do that? Yeah. Yeah, please open this. Double click, maybe. Yes. So now this file, and Mashwar, you can see the path
Yeah,
difference in
yeah,
the.
yeah.
So
Project and
there is
then
product zero, and so it distinguishes on the basis of the whole path string. String, I mean the
okay.
whole path. Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we can absolutely do this. We cannot have same file in the same folder because they're like same name, same names of file in. We cannot have two files, more than one file of same name in the same folder because that will
Okay.
provide
It
us
will
the
come.
same path
Yeah.
of two different files, and that's a conflict, and no operating system allows us to do that.
Okay.
Yes. So, okay, Ramjan, okay, nice. Maishwarya Nirasto, good job for both
Thank
of you. Okay, and Ramchandraji, would you
Yeah.
please share your screen? And then I'll discuss the link, I mean, the list element, and that and working on that will be kind of the homework for today.
okay.
And I'll share what kind of data we have to do. That will also require just 5 to 10 minutes. And okay, hmm. So Ramchandraji, what you have done is we don't use curly braces like that in HTML.
Okay.
We This is the syntax of CSS,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So there is some serious problem with this syntax, very serious problem, which is you have mixed up the syntax of CSS and HTML. Okay, let's see. So as we know, whatever we write in CSS,
Okay.
uh, like in CSS file, has to target an element into the HTML. If you would share your code once again, yes. And we write the CSS into the separate file. Like
Yeah.
the file in the fourth line, if you can see, in the fourth line, what you have imported, this file index.css, this file has all the CSS. So we would write the CSS in that file. So uh, look, you have done the th thing absolutely fine, and you have closed the tr. Like in
Okay.
the 14th line, you have closed the tr. Where is the opening tag for this tr? Like,
Yeah.
yes, so
Yeah, I
you
understand.
yes, you do like that. So yes, that's HTML. Also do for the next one. Yes, and as I said, we don't write CSS uh, for this. What we're doing now. Okay, listen. If you want to write CSS in HTML file, right? So
Yeah.
you were doing absolutely that. You were trying to do absolutely that. You were writing CSS inside HTML file, and there are only two ways we can write CSS in HTML
Yeah,
file. Either we
I
give it.
write something in CSS file also.
Oh,
Just
would you
once.
please? Yeah, that's how we do it. That's absolutely fine. That's great. Okay, so why did you write the same thing back in HTML file?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do it. We just write it once in the CSS file, and because this CSS file is already linked with that HTML file, so you have given styling for tr in table,
Yes.
and that will apply for every table and every tr in that page. So look, yes, click on it, please. Yes, and remove the ninth line and 17th line. And please explain to me why we are removing this. I mean,
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
like to know if you understand why we are removing this.
We are already given in the CSS file.
Yes, we already given in the CSS file, and what you have done here is
Yeah.
wrong. So if we want it to be in HTML file, we don't do it like that. What you have done, there are only two ways we can give CSS into HTML file. So this is the HTML file, right? In
Yeah.
which we are in right now. So inside this, if you don't want to use the second CSS file, You just want to write the HTML, the CSS into this HTML file itself. We use the style tag, which we have been using for
Yes.
past couple of lectures, right?
Yes.
We use the style attribute. I'm sorry, I used. It's not a tag. Yeah, there is also a style element as well. So these are the two things: style attribute and style tag. So you use neither of them, and yet you try to insert a CSS into it. So that was wrong, and maybe I can explain it to you further, maybe in some WhatsApp conversation or anytime later. But for now, uh, and a closing tag always has an opening tag in HTML. Please remember this: an opening tag always has a closing tag,
Yeah.
and there is some error in 22nd line. If you would see, yeah, please. Also, like I said, we are making a table, right? So, so the parent element, whatever is inside the table, is the table element. But you have written everything without the table tag. If you will look at, let me share my screen. If you can stop sharing yours, let me. Can you see it now?
Yes.
So look, whatever I wrote inside the table, like I wrapped it inside the table tag. Do you get
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Inside the table tag, inside this table tag, we have this first row, TR, R means row, right?
Yes.
Then we have the second row, and after the second row closes, we have the third row. So always remember, table is the parent, then we have the TRs, and inside TRs we have this THs or
Yeah.
TDs. Would you please share your screen just again, please? And just please wrap everything you want to be a table, everything you wrote, supposing it to be a table, wrap it inside the table element, because that's how HTML would know that this is supposed to be a table, and this is how uh, the TR and TDs will be treated. And close it at the bottom. Yes, whatever element closes, opens the first, begins the first, it ends the last. I mean, closes at the. Yes. So would you please save and refresh the page? Like you're able to see it now. Also, so station name one, station code one, that's fine. And you haven't given any. Okay,
No.
let's. Yeah, let's. Okay, there is some syntax error on the top as well. Look type HTML. So I hope you got the idea of columns and rows for now.
Yes.
And the top column, if you want to insert the station name one, station name two, the top column should tell us the top row should tell us what these respective columns should look like. So on the top row we can give like station name and station code as the heading of the columns. So can you just please copy and paste and another can you please add another row at the top of the table, at the top inside the table? Yes, just copy and paste it, and please at the very top of other rows. Yes. No, I guess. Okay, yes, fine. So yeah, this one. So the first row, so it's supposed to be heading, right? So
Yeah.
we can just, in the first row we can just use station name and station code. Just remove the one and two, one and one, then the both of the THs. And uh, I mean that's. So I hope that you understand. Please make them. Okay, we will discuss that later. We will work on it again. But if you save it now, so you will be able to see that this appears on the top. So the rows and columns thing is clear to you, I hope now.
Yeah.
and I would give practice project or assignment so that
Yeah.
you can get hold of it further. Okay, that's fine, I guess. And let me just share my screen and uh, let me just show you what lists are, and that would be a pretty short topic to cover for now, and that will be the end of the session. Just share. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, Nilesh.
Yes.
Yeah, so look, so now we made a table. We just had a look at what tables are. Now let's see what lists are. So this is
Excuse me,
again
Nilesh.
to structure the data. And
Nilesh.
yes,
It's partly opening it's not full screen.
okay.
Okay.
Let me
Yeah.
uh, resume presenting. Stop screen sharing. I'm sharing it again.
Okay.
I hope you have another 15 minutes for now.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So can you see it now?
Yeah. Now it's visible.
So we are having a look at lists now. Let me save this. And what there are two types of lists. First of all, um, the first type of lists. The first type of list is OL. Let's say ordered list, which is called uh, ordered list. The second ones are called unordered list. Unordered lists. Okay, so we just have, if you want to make, let's say we are now working to make an ordered list. So this is supposed to be ordered list. So the parent is OL. We write OL because we want to make an ordered list. The parent element is OL. Then inside it, we want to make a list. So the parent, the child element of OL are the LI. LI means list. We open and close it, and whatever we write inside it will be uh, an entry into the list. So let's say we want to make a list of tasks, right? So let's say task 1. Let me just repeat it like that. Task 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I save this and go on the web page and let's refresh it. Look, because we have aligned it to the center, and let's give it the default version, So look, so we didn't write this 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We didn't give them serial numbers. This is not associated with these numbers. Let me just do
Okay.
this again. Task A, task B, C, D, E, and F. It is an ordered list. Ordered means it will give you the numbers. It will give you
Okay.
the order.
Okay.
If I save this, ordered list means task 1, as we wrote it at the top, it's at the first place. So we didn't give the serial numbers to it. That's the job of list. The OL, the ordered list, gives you, the 1, 2, 3. I mean serialized.
So it only gives
list.
only numbers, that ordered list. It will give
Yes.
alphabet also.
Yeah. I have never used that thing, but maybe perhaps it gives us something. I'm gonna have to see. Let me just Google it. I type attribute, yes, it can give alphabets as well. So if you want Roman numbers, you give this attribute. Like I,
Okay.
you give this attribute. Give you alphabets as well. So you just have to Google,
Okay.
but we just have to know what we are doing. That much awareness is absolutely fine to tackle any problem we face in HTML. So if we know what we are doing, what thing we are looking for, we just let's see. I haven't actually used ordered lists and these things that much. I've used tables. Yes, that comes probably when we try to build like something like these navigation bars, or we try to show the database data like that. If you
Okay.
give type as 1, which is I guess the default value, is so like this. You give the type as small a, it will give you the sequence of in alphabetical order, uh, and like that. If you give capital A, I mean whatever you want, you give the first thing of that sequence. Like if you want capital alphabets, you give the capital A,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
that's how you can remember it. If you want small Romans, you can give the first one, which
Okay.
comes as a Roman, the small mix. So that's type. So if you want specific things for a specific HTML element, we can always pass the data as attributes. So type is an attribute. As I told you, every attribute is a key value pair. So type is the key, and its value is for now is capital A.
Okay.
Now its value is more the like the first as in Roman. Fine. So let's see. So that was ordered list. It gives you a serialized list. Unordered list gives you dotted list entries. So if I change this, so unordered list may have type, but let's remove this. Let's look at what basic unordered list does. So UL, inside there, LI would stay the same because these are the entries, right? So this will stay the same. We just change the ordered list into an unordered list, and let's see what it does.
Dots.
If I refresh it, yes, it gives us the dots. And let's see if there is type attribute for this unordered list as well. Um, UL tag. So there is one type attribute which takes circles or whatever icon you want to show. I'm unable to, you know, look for that there. So let's hit and try things. If I give circle, that's for sure is a thing. So it will show us the circles, right?
Yeah.
Are you able to spot the difference? Those were
Yes.
dots, these are circles. And so if you give type circle, if you give type, I don't think if the dot is a thing, but I'm just trying it. Oh, okay, it worked. So dot is a thing. Let's try square. Well, it also worked, if you are able to see. So these are unordered lists, right? There's no order. It just gives the bullet points like let's see if bullet is a thing or not. No, bullet isn't a thing, and it's showing us the default dot. Now, if you don't give anything, right? If you don't give anything, or if you give it some wrong thing, it will show us the default, which is a dot. And the default for the ordered list is the numbers, the English, the yes. the English numbers. I guess those are called English numbers, are like 1 to 3 integers. I guess the script maybe. I hope it's called English. Whatever. So okay, that was it. These are lists, and if you would please try to play around with these things, and we can also give styling to these things. We can give style to let's just give styling to li. Let me just do that. Li, and I'm giving it a border of 1 pixel. So padding pixels. So look, that's how it. Oh well, I took it to some another. Let's see, I gave two. Oh well, I don't think it's too much, but let's give it. It's interesting. It isn't showing any scroll bar at the bottom, but still I am able to scroll it horizontally. Let's see what happened. So the list is okay. Well, so I again forgot to add this closing tag for UL. While editing, maybe there was an error, human error. So if I refresh it now still it's going off the screen. If I give it no padding at all, if I save this, still it's going out of the screen. Let's give it width 100 VW. VW means viewport width. VH means viewport height. So I'm giving the width 100 VW means the 100% of, maybe let's say 50% of viewport width. Like the viewport means the browser's width. Well, there is some glitch in the, I mean, at least I am unable to comprehend this. Why is it going off this screen? And let me see the body, the H1 is alright. Body is alright, unordered. Let me just say OL.
Is it OL and LI or block elements?
Like I said, there is no way we can always remember them, but as I said, I don't use this much, so I can't remember it. Let me just see. But even if these are block elements, they don't go out of the screen. Even if they are block elements, they don't just go so much off the screen. But for I had zoomed it in.
Oh,
Such a fool, man. I'm so sorry about it. Wasted 5 minutes on this. So look, I had So I hope that's clear now.
Yeah.
So this is coming out as a block element. The list as it takes all the screen as width, as its width. Okay, so even if you give it this width, we don't give percentage. If I specify the width as 50 VH, it will take the 50% of the total width. So look, right? 50 VW means viewport width. I mean, I have given VW. We don't say percentage here. 50 VW means 50% of VW. VW means viewport width, VW. VH means viewport height, VH.
Okay.
So that's it. Also, so that was all about lists. And if you want to, so I guess whatever was there in the blog, the code structure till now, we have covered everything. Even if you feel so, the next, like, till what's the day today? I guess hmm, it's Saturday. I guess till next Tuesday. I mean, the coming Tuesday, we are going to further you know take a look at what we did, and to recapitulate the things. We will have a session, uh, and I mean, we will start the next things on Wednesday,
Okay.
coming Wednesday. Till then, we will just be getting more familiarized with the current stuff. So
Okay.
we have learned what HTML is, what HTML elements are, block, inline, attribute, what attributes are, what style attribute is, formatting text to different elements, as we saw, like the H1, H2, H3, HTML comments, HTML forms. We had a look at the first one, the first assignment. The HTML links we have seen, the image we have seen. We have had a look at tables and lists just now. So it is supposed to be an assignment 3, which is just you can have any data, because I can't just, although I can. Okay, well, so maybe just wait for the evening, and I'll send you a similar picture, a similar design that you can replicate by having a look at that. So that would be assignment 3. Um, HTML file paths, I have shared the link, and we can cover that as well before Wednesday. CSS in another file, what are ID, what are classes. Okay, display property, we haven't had a look at this. What box model is, we have had a look at it. That's all the same. And what flex box is. So okay, now I am coming, like, these things are coming as a surprise. I didn't consider these. Okay, but it's not a big deal. It's just a thing for maybe 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
The style property is all like this one. So if we, I mean, a display property. So if I give display property to any element, and I say it to be none, so you won't be able to see that thing on the screen. Display will be none. That means it will disappear, right?
Okay.
If you make display to be block, it will come back again. Okay, so let me just show you kind of a teaser, if I can say. Let me write a function here. You don't have to worry what it means. And so toggle means show and hide. Let's say show hide. Let's say for now, let's just make it hide. So we're writing a function that will hide this. So document dot get element by ID by let's say ID, and let's say the item to be hidden dot style dot display is equal to none. So this is a function which targets this ID. We haven't given this ID. Get element by ID. So we haven't given this ID to any of our elements, and I'm giving this ID to, let's say, task C. Okay, are you getting? Control C. Let me just. So it is working now. No, wait. Control V. Okay, I've given this ID. So also I will make a button right below it. And on click of, let me close this and then see hide task 3. and on click of this button, I'm calling this function hide. This function will be called, and let me just incorporate. Add this file, STL file into it. The battery is running low, and I have to just hurry up. So I'm just showing what display can do if used dynamically. Let's say src is equal to index.js, just like that. And so look, I have given this ID to this task C, and this function targets this get element by ID. What ID? The same ID. So that element's style, that element's display property, right, will be changed to none. But initially it is blocked. That means it will be shown on the screen. So right now, if I refresh it, we can see it on the screen and hide task C. So if I click on this, you will be able to see the task C getting, vanished. I hope it works. I hope it works. Okay, it is working. So look, if I click on this, C gets, out of the. So for example, if we make some application for like a to-do application, right? So we have this list of tasks, and let's say this button is not here. Let's say this button is right after this list. Right, maybe there are several buttons. So okay, let's say this button is inside the list. Let's say this button is and this button is like that, like cross button, like we want to cut the task, like the task is over and we want to cut it. So the C is okay, well, it looks. So look, so I guess every task will have this cross button. Then, so if this task has been done, we just click on it, it gets deleted. So it will serve the purpose. Like I hope you get what. Of course, what a to-do application like, right?
Okay. It's like deleting.
Yeah, a to-do application means we add tasks, and we as soon as we complete the task, we cut the task from the list. Like we have a diary or something, we write the task we have to do. So that's an online application which we can make, which we will be working on, and so that's the thing of display property. So that we are making the display property to be none on clicking of the button. So this, just please don't, this thing shouldn't bother you now, and you shouldn't be bothered about it. I just wanted to show how we can change the CSS of a thing, right? On click, I could have also changed the width of it. Dot style. Remember, I wrote dot style dot display. The same way I can write dot style dot width and equate it to something else. So the width will change. So for now, let's
So by using the JavaScript, so we are changing the property like width or anything, whatever we want.
Yes, we can do that. There are various things. So this is only with CSS, which what I did. There are a lot of things which we can do with JavaScript.
Okay.
We can play with anything. We can make new HTML elements with JavaScript. So there are a lot of things. But I just wanted to focus what can be the application of display property.
Okay.
Like if you want to show something or remove it from there. So display, it will make it go. Like display none means it won't be seen on the screen. So that display, so that has also, I guess, been covered just now. And the flex box thing. So that is the only thing which remains, which you will have a look at 8 tomorrow. And for now, just please, I'll share the links maybe. And I think they are still there. Okay, so there are links for table element and list element. So just please go on this maybe blog and just click on these. They will take you to the tables and you can practice there. You can get a hold of it. Maybe you don't have to use your own code editor. If you click on this, it opens right here. If you make any changes here, it will be shown there. So background color, let me just say red. You have to run it first right here. You don't have to refresh it. Just run it.
Hello.